maybe they'd be happy for a while.
Oh, groundhog! Get him! Get your gun out!
Get him! Get him!
I'm PHILLIP with Scott Munitions. We're going to head to Springfield, Missouri today to train with the Springfield Police Department. We're going to test 9mm 80 grain bullets in brass, 5.56 62 grain in brass, some 380s, 45s, and 308s, shooting versus barriers such as car doors, windshields, maybe some cinder blocks. We're going to test this ammunition with these guys to let them see what actual Fort Scott Munition ammo can do for them. There you go. Now you got a good tumble on that. Yeah. Yeah, that looks good. Got multiple tumbles in it.
I'm not sure it'd penetrate this pillar.
Yeah, we can try.
The only thing we shot the other day that did is 30-06.
You got your 5.56. Try the 5.56 brass through it.
Those are strong. Yeah, let me try that.
There you go.
Yep, went through. Interesting.
Okay, so there's the brass bullet going through that. It came in and still tried to tumble, and it's inside there, looks like.
Yeah, right
well,
there.
Actually, it went all. Did it go all through?
About 12 inches deep. We shot this the other day with everybody that was in the class had 223s and nobody 5.56. Nobody would penetrate it.
What you will typically see if you hit like heavy clothing, car doors, windshields, that kind of stuff, typically it's going to do it inside the or past the 4-inch mark, so it gets inside the body.
Okay.
But going through heavy pillar like that, if you still have something that hits your target past it, that's a good thing.
Okay.
Do they have 308? So this is our 308 and our 62 grain brass. That's at 100 yards. I have an MVP Mossberg at 100 yards.
Okay.
So that's about half an inch grouping with 3 shots. That's a Remington 700P at 200 yards with our 308 3 shots.
See,
so that's about a 3/8 group at 100 yards because it was just shy of an inch.
Okay.
So very, very accurate.
Sure.
And that's the big thing with it. They're all CNC turned. So our overall dimensions and basically the quality checks are very intense. So we actually have a keyonce that laser
so you're getting,
measures.
You're
so
getting
it's
like match grade. I mean,
yeah, it's plus or minus 0.2 of a thousand.
All right. All right.
So you got that good wound channel in there. I can see it from back here. Good wound channel. You got a good double tumble.
Is this what you got? You got
about 4 inches.
Tumble.
Yep.
Straight tumble.
Yep, and then straight.
No kidding.
Basically, what you got going on here, that first 4 inches is getting past the skin.
Okay.
Where most of your rounds hit this and start opening up immediately and then trickle down to nothing.
Right.
So that's going to do it every time. So that's the brass. So we'll shoot copper. It should be extremely similar to that.
Well, that tumble's obvious, isn't it?
It is, yeah. And every time it does it every single time.
It's cutting right out the back.
There's your brass bullet still inside.
Yep, just made it.
But it went through there
Pull that
and
out.
still was able
Backwards.
to tumble like it's designed to. Got inside of here and did that wound channel right there. Stayed inside right there.
Pull that dude out and look at
So your copper did this.
it. Right.
Your brass was just below it, but it's a very similar wound channel right there where it needs to be. So it's tumbling right there.
Right.
And we capture that on slow motion, you're going to see a massive wound channel as it's rolling through there. That's your permanent. But even going through windshield, staying on trajectory, doing the damage inside the body.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a good round. No
We'll
doubt
get you
about
another
that.
Joe block. We'll set this one to the side. This will be good for you guys to look at and good display for you guys.
It's definitely a penetrator.
What it's designed to do.
So what will it do like a car wheel? Anything?
A car wheel?
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll shoot it. All for it.
Interesting.
Good clean holes on the other side too.
I shot those with green tips. Didn't do a thing.
Is it 9 to go through? It'll work through the front half of it.
Ouch! Now the back had been cut, so it was a little weak, but bullet plowed through it.
Yeah.
Back up a little farther this time.
what your brass does. It put a nice clean hole both sides. For your 5.56 penetrator green tips, it takes 2 to 3 shots to get through one block. So that's what your brass does. That's great for your SWAT team use. Even your duty officers, if you need something, you know, in a pinch, you got a barrier to penetrate, that'll do it.
Right.
Had we had a gel block on the other side, it probably would have tumbled on through it too.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't doubt that.
Now I guess my question would be, so you didn't have to flip-flop rounds all the time. Are people doing that to where they're using it for open air and for barrier?
Yeah. Well, and I've heard of some people like, well, I'm going to keep your 9 brass and another mag just in case. I'm like, what if you can't get to it?
Yeah, and that's
why I tell people, you carry this stuff all the time because it's going to do this job every time.
And I don't want
other rounds won't.
Right, and I don't want to have them flip back and forth for something.
Right. No, you want this stuff. It's going to do this every single time.
Yeah. And I didn't want to expect like a magic bullet that could do everything, but that kind of seems like it does both purposes.
Penetrates, definitely penetrates. Penetrates deeper than most anything I've ever seen. And the barriers we threw up there. We threw concrete blocks up today. We threw steel car wheels up. We shot through pillars on cars. Just 2 weeks ago, we had 223 rifles, and of the surrounding agencies, nobody's AR-15 rifle round would penetrate these pillars, and it zipped through most time pillar to my side and the opposite one. Performance-wise, it'll far outperform what we have.